Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Rippon Lodge. Today we are standing what was the old front of the house before 1800. So, looking at the picture here, starting from then on up through the 1920s, we really don't have a great look at what the house was like other than this photo. Behind us today, it was altered in the mid 1920s to late 1930s by Mr. Wade Ellis, who purchased the property in 1924. Um, he wanted the house to look a little more what he thought colonial should be, despite strong evidence that the house really had not changed all that much when he purchased it from how it had been in the 1700s when the Blackburn family lived here. So, one feature I will point out first of all, the door in the photo is still the door that is directly behind me on the porch here. That was the front door of the house through the 1700s and 1800s. As you can see in that photo, though, with the dog and cat sitting on the steps, it was not really a high traffic area. However, J. Harry Shannon, who took this photo, knew that this was at one point the front of the house. So he wanted to capture that image. Unfortunately, something happened to it. As you can see, the picture is kind of damaged. Um, there's kind of a corner that's missing and part of the bottom is broken. That comes from the negative that's currently in the DC Historical Society collection. So what happened to that photo, we don't know, but he elected not to use it, and at some point it was damaged. He was a newspaper writer, illustrator, photographer that captured historic sites all throughout the DFV. So the other pictures, other parts of the photograph, the window to the left side of the door is now covered by that little extension there. And one window became a door, and another is covered by that second extension. The other thing we can see in this photo, no dormers on the roofs of the house. The dormer windows also were added by the 1920s renovations. Before that, there wasn't any window in the upstairs other than two positioned at direct opposite ends of the house. This whole place was kind of cleaned up. The Marin brothers, who owned it when this photo was taken, they were retirees from DC. One had been a wholesale grocer. One had worked for the post office and the Railway Express Agency. Neither of them really were showing this place off regularly. It just so happened Harry Shannon was a friend. He was looking to record old homes, so when he stopped by, they showed him the whole place, kind of like we do today. But hopefully, this gives you kind of a better idea of how Rippon Lodge has changed over the years, from being a working farm to being a showplace to being a museum. And hopefully you'll come and check it out sometime.